The year 2026 is more than just another entry in the history of global football. It is a tectonic moment for the United States, a nation whose relationship with the world's most beloved sport has evolved dramatically in the last 3 decades. As the United States prepares to co-host the first-ever 48-team FIFA World Cup, expectations are soaring, yet forecasting Team USA's exact trajectory in this tournament remains one of the most challenging tasks for analysts worldwide. Because the United States men's national team, USMNT, has become one of the most unpredictable forces in international football. Despite their inconsistency, they possess an exciting young core playing across Europe, a rare home field advantage across 11 U.S. cities, a new generation of confident, tactically flexible players, a rising soccer culture unlike anything the country has experienced before. This essay explores not just whether Team USA can succeed, but why 2026 might be the perfect storm where the unpredictable, the deep roots behind the new USMNT. The USMNT has undergone multiple transformations throughout its modern history. But the post-2018 failure to qualify for the World Cup marked a turning point. What followed was a complete reconstruction, younger squads, a new football philosophy, heavy investment in youth academies, a shift toward a more European style of play. Players like Pulisic, McKennie, Adams, Musa, Weah, Balogun, Reyna, Scally and others represent the fruit of this rebirth. 1.2 Why 2026 is perfectly timed. The average age of the USMNT's core players in 2026 will be 24 to 27, peak physical and tactical maturity. This golden generation aligns perfectly with hosting the tournament. Tactical fluidity. The United States shifts between 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, 3-4. Team USA sometimes plays like a top 10 team. Sometimes they collapse. This unpredictability confuses opponents and excites American fans. The core players competing in Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga, League One, brings a level of unpredictability rooted in multi-system experience. Christian Pulisic, the Captain America narrative. Leader, finisher, creator. In 2026, he enters his football prime. 3.2 Weston McKennie, the engine. Box-to-box dynamo with creativity and aggression. 3.3 Tyler Adams, the shield and the compass. Elite ball-winning skills and tactical intelligence. 3.4 Yunus Musa, the progression machine. Ball retention, forward drive, vertical movement. 3.5 Gio Reyna, the creative brain. Fuller and Balogun, the missing striker the U.S. searched for. Clinical finishing, European striking instincts. 3.7 Goalkeeping revolution. Turner versus Slanina versus Stefan. 3 very different styles, adding unpredictability even in goal. 3.8 Defensive prospects. Richards, Robinson, Scally, Dest. Fast, aggressive, modern fullback play. 3.9 Impact of dual nationals. Mexican-American, African-American, European. What history says about host nations. Since 1930, host nations overperform. USA factors include high-energy crowds, familiar stadiums, reduced travel fatigue. 4.2 Atmospheric advantage. Crowds in Los Angeles, New York, Dallas, Miami, Seattle, Kansas City. All offering massive stadiums and electrifying atmospheres. 4.3 Climate diversity. Hot, cold, humid, dry, opponents will struggle, Americans are used. Pressing philosophy. The U.S. operates with mid-block discipline, high press triggers, ball side overloads. 5.2 Transition football. One of the fastest counter-attacking teams in the Western Hemisphere. 5.3 Set-piece engineering. McKennie, Pulisic, Robinson, specialized roles. Best-case scenario draw. A balanced group with 1 tier minus 1 nation, 1 tier 1 debutant or developing team. 6.2 Worst-case best-case scenario draw. A balanced group with 1 tier minus 1 nation, 1 tier 1 debutant or developing team. 6.2 Worst-case scenario draw. Groups like Group of Death, scenarios with Brazil, Netherlands, Nigeria. Best-case scenario draw. A balanced group with 1 tier minus 1 nation, 1 tier 1 debutant or developing team. 6.2 Worst-case scenario draw. Groups like key players Reyna, Adams, Pulisic have injury-prone histories. 8.2 Tactical over-experimentation over rotation could create inconsistency. 8.3 Finishing issues. Even with Balogun, the USA still misses clear chances. 8.4 Defensive errors under pressure, moments of concentration, lapses. Chapter 9, Why USA might shock the world. 9.1 The golden meets home advantage theory, talent plus home soil historically equals deep run. 9.2 Tactical flexibility, opponents cannot predict the system. 9.3 Player maturity in 2026, peak years for the new generation. 9.4 Explosive counterattacks, USA could punish elite teams playing high lines. 9.5 A nation ready to believe the biggest cultural shift. The American public finally sees soccer as a major sport. Chapter 10, The dream scenario, a run to the semifinals. If everything aligns, Pulisic hits world-class form, midfield stays fit, Balogun finds consistency, home fans create pressure on opponents, USA could achieve their first modern-era semifinal. In the summer of 2026, the United States will stand at the center of global attention. For decades, America has been known for basketball, baseball, American football, and Olympic dominance. Soccer, known globally as football, was always treated as a secondary sport, an outsider in a country obsessed with touchdowns and home runs. But things have changed, and not just a little. America is experiencing a football revolution. The United States men's national team, USMNT, has become one of the most unpredictable, exciting, and dangerous teams entering the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Their recent performances across CONCACAF, friendlies with European giants, the 2022 World Cup, and the globally as football, was always treated as a secondary sport, an outsider in a country obsessed with touchdowns and home runs. But things have changed, and not just a little. America is experiencing a football revolution. The United States men's national team, USMNT, has become one of the most unpredictable, exciting, and dangerous teams entering the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Their recent performances across CONCACAF, friendlies with European giants, the 2022 World Cup, and the Team USA is no longer just participating, they are coming to compete. Hosting the World Cup only multiplies this energy. The stadiums are bigger, the crowds are louder, the pressure is higher, and the opportunities are historic. This essay dives deep into why the United States could shock the world, how their unpredictability works both as a weapon and a weakness, and why 2026 may become a turning point not only for American soccer but for global football history. When the US hosted the 1994 FIFA World Cup, few Americans understood the game. But the tournament broke attendance records that still stand today. Children who watched those matches became adults who started youth academies, founded MLS clubs, and paved the way for the future generation. That event planted the seed. 2026 is the harvest. 1.2 MLS and the Youth Academy explosion. Major League Soccer grew slowly at first. But from 2010 onwards, the growth was rapid. New stadiums, new franchises, European stars joining the league, a massive improvement in youth development. Clubs such as FC Dallas, Philadelphia Union, New York City FC, LA Galaxy, Seattle Sounders, are producing European-level talents. This is how America developed its first true, golden generation. 1.3 The 2018 disaster that became a blessing when the USMNT failed to qualify for the 2018 World Cup. Fans called it the darkest moment, a national sporting embarrassment, a wake-up call, and surprisingly, it worked. The system was rebuilt. Older players were replaced with teenagers playing in Europe. A new philosophy emerged. Fast, technical, aggressive, modern football. Without the 2018 failure, the 2026 rebirth might not have happened. Some teams are known for consistency: Brazil, Germany, France. But the USA is the opposite. One match they dominate a world-class opponent, the next match they struggle against a weaker team. Sometimes they look top-tier, sometimes they look average. This unpredictability confuses analysts, coaches, and opponents. It is difficult to prepare for a team that does not follow predictable patterns. The United States can shift between multiple formations: 4-3-3 possession-based, 4-2-3-1 creative midfield unlocker, 4-4-2 press-heavy approach, 3-4-3 wingback speed exploitation. Most teams need months to train two systems. The USA plays 4. This is why even elite teams struggle against them. 2.3 The dual national advantage. Players with roots around the world, but representing the USA, bring skills from African football, Latin American football. The 2026 World Cup were a movie, Pulisic would be its main character. He carries the hopes of millions. His dribbling, chance creation, and fearless style inspire American fans. He has played in Bundesliga, Premier League, Serie A, Champions League, and he enters the 2026 tournament in his prime, age 27 to 28. Why he is unpredictable. Some days he is unstoppable. Some days he disappears. And opponents never know which version they will face. 3.2 Weston McKennie. Aggressive, dynamic, physical. McKennie brings energy no other American midfielder has. He wins aerial duels, controls midfield tempo, adds leadership, scores from set pieces. His passion fuels the team. 3.3 Tyler Adams. The shield. Without Tyler Adams, the U.S. midfield collapses. He is the defensive anchor. Reads the game perfectly, breaks attacking lines, leads. Aggressive, dynamic, physical. McKennie brings energy no other American midfielder has. He wins aerial duels, controls midfield tempo, adds leadership, scores from set pieces. His passion fuels the team. 3.3 Tyler Adams. The shield. Without Tyler Adams, the U.S. midfield collapses. He is the defensive anchor. Reads the game perfectly, breaks attacking lines, leads with